This is Aaron Hobbs with the Rhinebeck School of Music, and in this lesson we are going to learn how things are all connected and not separate. So the chord is the scale, is the arpeggio, which includes triads. So some of my students, they practice all their triads, they practice their arpeggios, they practice their chords. They have no idea that all of these things are really the same. So I had a teacher, Ron Eshtay, and he used to tell me two things. One is stop thinking about how separate everything is and think about how similar it is. And number two, the chord is the scale, is the arpeggio. So we're just going to take a 2-chord vamp today, A minor and D minor. So I'm playing these as bar chords. You can play them as 7th chords as well, A minor 7, D minor 7, really doesn't matter. But it's just kind of a vamp on those 2 chords, back and forth. So if you have a loop pedal or something, you can just kind of get that groove going, A minor to D minor. Now if you look at the shape of that A minor chord, right, if we break these up into 3 note groups, right, we get our triads. So here's my full A minor chord, and if I play these bottom 3 strings on the 5th fret, that's an A minor triad. If I go to the next 3 strings, I have 7, 5, 5, that's A minor triad. The next group, 7, 7, 5. And the last one, if I played from that bar chord, I have root 5th octave, but I need the 3rd in there. So I'm going to switch over here to the minor 3rd of the chord. So these are my A minor triads in that position, all coming from that A minor bar chord, right? We've just broken it up into groups of 3, and there are A minor triads, and you can do the same thing with your D minor chord. There's my bottom 3, my next 3. Again, these 3 would just be power chord, root 5th octave, so I got to get the 3rd in there, which is here, and then the last one I'm adding the root. So I've got this one, this one, this one, and that one are all my D minor triads fitting over this D minor chord shape. And if I string all those together, what do I get? The A minor arpeggio. So if I string all of my triads together, right? Start on the root here. I have my A minor arpeggio. If I start on this D root here and string together all of my triads, I get my D minor arpeggio. Added the 7th there for fun, and there we have it. So the chord is the scale, is the arpeggio. You want to practice those shapes. You know, here's my A minor, there's the chord. The scale that goes over both of those is just your A minor scale. Has all the notes of both of those chords in there. And the A minor scale, modally, is also known as the Aeolian mode, if you're thinking modally. So there's my A minor scale. If you want to think in pentatonics, you have your A minor pentatonic, but that doesn't give you that nice F note of the D minor chord. So you could also think in terms of D minor pentatonic pattern, right? So the A minor pentatonic is just that first pattern off that A that everybody knows. All guitar players learn this one in the womb. And then this D minor, you can start on the 4th pattern off of that D root. Kind of like the shape to Money by Pink Floyd, right? That same shape. So when you're jamming over this, right, I'm just combining elements of the pentatonic shapes and parts of that A minor scale to kind of fill in between those 2 chords. And the other way you can practice it is just kind of jamming on the triads, left to right here, A minor, D minor, all the way through. So here you have A minor, and then your D minor is here. You have your A minor in the next group to D minor here, and then these A minor to this D minor, and then this A minor, and then this D minor. Right, so you can use those as rhythm guitar things over top of if somebody's just jamming these two chords, right? You could kind of snazz it up. I'm just doing different, picking patterns out of it and different rhythmic patterns. So they really provide like a little melodic rhythm part, as well as using them in soloing. So you can use them in your lead playing as well as little arpeggios combining with that scale. So there you have it. The chord is the scale, is the arpeggio. I used to practice that all the time, just playing the chord, playing the scale shape that goes off of that chord, playing the arpeggio, and understanding how breaking those into threes give me my triads, right? Right, so hopefully you found that helpful. If you haven't already, visit www.rhinebeckschoolofmusic.com and subscribe. Become a patron, patreon.com/rhinebeckschoolofmusic. I'll see you at the next one.